Hey you guys, what's up? It's Olivia Holt here from Marvel's Cloak and Dagger, and today I'm going to be playing a really fun game called Embarrassing Stories with Emojis 17. This is how I feel about it. My most awkward first kiss. This is not sick in the cool, hip way. This is sick in like, not that he was sick, I felt sick afterwards because like it wasn't good. My first kiss just wasn't. It was like weird. It was like forced and planned and I didn't like that. And so I felt ill afterwards. I first got my period when I first started my first show ever, the first day of shooting, and it was a show based around martial arts, and we had a full fight sequence and training that day, and I was the only girl in the entire cast, and that was really fun. I had no one to vent to or confide in, and this is how I feel about it. Okay, so this one time I was leaving the movies with my family, and all of a sudden somebody tackles me, right? And I got so scared, but it was actually sort of hilarious because it was like this really young, like little boy who was a really big fan of Kickin It, and it was hilarious afterwards, so that's how I felt about it. It was pretty crazy and absolutely terrifying at first, but then, you know, once I got up and I saw that it was just a child, it was really funny. I've had a lot of wardrobe malfunctions in my life, and when I was, I believe, in the second grade, I was walking back from lunch with all of the other second graders, and I was wearing this really cute skirt. And I remember it fell in the hallway in front of everybody. And I still have a little bit of PTSD thinking about it, but I cried back in the cubbies so hard because everyone saw my underwear. And they weren't, I mean, I was in second grade, so they obviously weren't that cute. So I was like, not okay. And then this boy came back there and asked me if I was okay. And I was like, Drew, get away from me. I'm not well. So bummed, but I'm again like feeling so many emotions here. Like it was not a good scene. I'm not bitter about it still, no way. All-time favorite Kickin It memories. I feel a lot of emotions here. I'm sad because it's over, and that was like the most epic time in my childhood, and because of that, I'm gonna do this one. And I made a lot of friends, lifelong friends. I'm still friends with all the guys from that show, and they're all so insanely talented, but they're like the biggest goobers of all time. And yeah, I mean, I'm feeling like a lot of things here, and I really help me. Is it okay to feel these many emotions at once? No, it's not. And it was a pretty cool time in my life. I had a pretty rough time on the red carpet when I was a kid, probably between the ages of like 10 to 13. I had no idea what I was doing as far as fashion goes. I mixed a lot of different patterns and colors and layered a lot on my bod, and this is how I struggled with my biggest red carpet fails. So I've done a lot of embarrassing things in front of a crush before, but the worst is when you're trying so hard to connect and relate, you know, and I'd say I feel this way about this situation because I remember he was talking about this actor, and I don't really remember the actor's name, but he was talking about a male actor, and I thought he was talking about a female actor just because of the name. And And then, towards the end of our conversation, I was like, yeah, no, I love her. And he was like, it's a male. And I was like, for sure, bro. I'm gonna go. Good chat. Okay, so I pulled a pretty epic prank on a show I worked on Disney Channel. Well, I didn't do it, on the boy who played my brother, Austin. And the rest of the cast and I put like plastic saran wrap on his dressing room door. That way when he'd open it, he could walk right through it. And he did, and it was a success. So I'd have to go with this guy because we got him good. We got him really good. I think my family's favorite thing to do is embarrass me in front of other people, but most, or more specifically in front of like people that I like. And listen, I was a kid with a very creative headspace. All I liked to do was make up, fun stories and play dress up. And I did that for a very long time. Usually there's like an age where you chill and you stop and you move on to like cooler, trendier, hipper things. Yeah, that wasn't me. I continued to play with Polly Pockets till I was like 15. Like a really aggressive age to continue playing Polly Pockets with. So my parents never fail to tell that story to every person I like. So I've done only a couple epic things in my lifetime. And I remember when we were shooting the first episode of Cloak and Dagger, there was this scene that Aubrey and I had where Aubrey's character Tyrone is running after my character Tandy in the forest. And I remember when we were shooting it, I was booking it really, really fast. And I had to jump over like a little bit of like, it was like this little puddle in the ground. And I remember jumping over it. But I was just going so fast that I ended up like flipping mid-air onto the ground into like a really cool somersault, and it was probably one of the most epic moments of my life. Everyone thought I was hurt, but because I started laughing really hard afterwards. But I just remember it like sort of happened in slow-mo. And after I did the really epic somersault, I turned around and Aubrey was like, "What did you just do? That was so cool." And we were both like laughing so hard. It was amazing. Kind of a had to be there moment, but super hilarious and one I'll never forget. Okay, so now that you guys know the majority of all the embarrassing things that have happened in my life, I hope it makes the embarrassing things that you guys go through less embarrassing. You guys can also catch my new show, Marvel's Cloak and Dagger, on Freeform June 7th. And hey, remember to subscribe to 17 below. Thanks guys for watching.